Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Mythic Monday, this time with the Undead of Vikenfell.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mythic Legions on this Mythic Monday here on Kyle Peterson 2.0. As every Monday, we're unboxing a Mythic or Cosmic Legion figure, but today we're diving into the brand new retailer exclusive, the Undead of Vikenfell. But for all your Undead of Vikenfell needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items like this bad boy right there. Gotta get a deal, jaystoysandgames.com. But of course, we're gonna do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're gonna take a look at the packaging, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna see where it goes from there. And this is part of that retailer exclusive wave with a lot of the figure obscuras getting a re-release with some fresh paint to them. But a couple of new figures, including a Cosmic Legion and, of course, a Mythic Legion right here. And we got the Undead of Vikenfell. Oh, my Viking heart, my Viking ancestors. Of course, you know me. I'm a little part Viking up there. Looking very, very interesting here with a skeleton Viking. A Viking that fell on some hard times and some disappointment because he did die. But then he got reanimated like the Reanimator and is ready to take some heads if he wants to. We'll see what ends up happening with him. But looking good in the packaging right here. Of course, a little logo on the side there. And then the Undead of Vikenfell, we get his story. We'll read his story. And then we got the big story back here. Of course, I'll put this up on the screen. You can pause it. You can dive into it. Check out everything that's going on there. But let's see what the Undead's up to here. In life, the warriors of Vikenfell were feared and reviled. Reviled? What is it, Todd? You can come in here. Oh, Todd, come on. For their unsatiable thirst for conquest and death, they have become something even worse. Along with their fellow skeleton raiders, the Undead of Vikenfell heed the call of Necronominus and follow Scally Bonesplitter towards the Castle of Four Sides and the start of the Second Great War. So, of course, part of the Necronominus wave, I guess this guy will fit in with that bunch. And, of course, we'll unbox all those on the channel one of these days. It's a slow rollout here. If you guys have seen my action figure tour video, of course, up for Patreon members right now as I'm filming this, you can see I got a lot of Mythic Legions to unbox. And we'll get to them all eventually. Just going to take a little bit of time, of course. But I'm going to get him out of the package here. Oh, we got the silica packet. That's good eating. See you later. Goodbye. Of course, heat up the joints, Spider-Man style. See you later. Goodbye. Little plastic prison right there. Look at those big old wings on his helmet. Looking very nice. Of course, cape season. It is cape season right now. Soft goods cape like a young Lando Calrissian. Some extra heads, some extra stuff going on. A lot going on with this guy. And I'm going to take him offline, get him out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Vikenfell. All right, time to take a trip into Vikenfell. Let's dive into this figure here. And per the usual, let's start with the accessories with this one here. Two gripping hands out of the package, and then we get two skeleton-like splayed out hands. I'm coming for you hands. He's coming out. He's raising the dead. That's what he's doing. So we got those hands going on. We do got a shield. Of course, you got to have a shield ready to go, and this does plug in. The handle, of course, Mythic Legion style. Got a nice little shield right here, ready to protect himself. You always got to protect yourself, especially if you're very bony like this guy. Nobody wants a bone chip, that's for sure. Got this nice circular shield there, ready to go, ready to take on the world. And, of course, got to have a sword with your shield. Does got a big old sword here, big old heavy end on this one. Big saw blades on the side there, looking very good. Ornate on the handle, a little brown color. Big old sword for this guy. And then a more primitive axe, we'll call this one. Looks like he took a tree branch and stuck the axe to the top of it there. Big blade. You got a nice curve on the end. Very cool. Very fitting for a skeleton warrior to have these kind of weapons, of course. Diving down in over here a little bit more. Now, we do get this little, what are we going to call this thing? A pendant? Is it a pendant? A spike. How about a little spike action? Got this. Not exactly sure where that actually goes. I think it could go on the top of his helmet. How about that? So you get the little spike there. A little kind of Nazi Germany-like on the helmet with that one there. But you got the spike that goes on the top of the helmet. So nice to be able to figure that out right here on the fly. Look at that. I'm a true professional, folks. You also got the headdress you can use on the back here as well. So a lot of different stuff you can do with this guy here. So if you want a little bit more ornate helmet, and let's be honest, it's not going to get too much more ornate with those big old eagle wings going on. But you can stick that one on. Once again, choose your own adventure. It's a customizer's dream, the Mythic Legions, as we do know. But now we're going to dive into the head sculpts on this one before we dive into the rest of the stuff. And, of course, the cape, Lando Calrissian style. Big old head on this guy here. Oh, everybody loves a big head, that is for sure. Talked about those big old eagle wings on the side. Those are removable if you want to take those ones off. It's black and brown, kind of a reddish maroonish brown there. Very, very cool. Very Viking-like. They really do look like a Viking helmet ready to go. Of course, bony mouth, no articulation on the jaw on this skeleton here, though, for those keeping track. Big battle helmet over the top. Just a very cool looking piece. Now, you do get a second head sculpt here. This one a little bit showing more of his skeleton, face, all that. Nice head sculpt here. Now, you got the hole in the back, so you can use one of these on the back of this one. Really mixing it up. Choose your own adventure. You can also take the wings off this one, put them on this one, put the spikes off this one over here. Back and forth, however you want to do it. You can have a heck of an army of these guys if you really wanted to as well. Looking very cool. Makes me really want to get a second version of this. We'll see. Maybe I will in the future. But looking very nice from everything I see on this bad boy here. Looking very, very good in that head. Now we get another head sculpt here. And this one, no helmet, nothing like that. And once again, no articulation on the jaw. It is just a straight up skeleton head. So you can use this, of course, or you could have him holding this off to the side. It's a dead fallen brother, but it's got some of those kind of Viking ruins, I guess. Some of that kind of stuff on the skull. Looking very nice, very ornate, very evil in the back of the eyes there. Almost looks like he's got like worms and stuff crawling through there. Just an ugly, ugly piece of business if I ever saw one. Now, we do got a cape, of course. Cape season, not just for Lando anymore. And, of course, the Vikings love their capes because it kept them warm in that cold, cold Arctic. Not the Arctic, but you know what I mean. Northern Europe. How about that? But looking good. You got the fur here, like real fur. Is it bear's fur? Who knows what it is. Now, I do got one little hole on the side, and unfortunately, or maybe it's not supposed to be that, but I don't have a second hole on this one. And, you know, 2 holes are better than 1. That's what I always say. But, of course, these shoulder pieces can pop off. You pop this in, and you put the shoulder pieces over the top to kind of lock them in. Unfortunately for me, I'm going to have to kind of cut a hole through one of them so it fits through here. So your mileage may vary, as we always do say. But we do get that big cape if needed. Talked about the big shoulder guards over here. You got to protect your shoulders, especially if they're as bony as him. Got a spot for the back there. Don't have anything to go with this one here, but we do have that. Got a little bit more armor on the forearm guards onto the shoulders here. He is protected. You got to protect this bony skeleton. We know how that goes. Got the big shirt over the top here, some more protection. Got protection on the sides there and the front flap. Got a little title belt here. I believe this is a tag team title belt. Could even be a 6-man. I might have to get some readers or some cheaters maybe and look, but I think it might be a 6-man title belt if I'm not mistaken for these guys of Vikenfell. And then right down here, once again, not Terry Steinbach, but Pudge Rodriguez, shin guards here. Shout out to Pudge. Texas Ranger legend, of course. Got those going on down to those bony, bony feet there. Now, arms do go around. Shoulder gets in the way just a hair there. It does a little bit. Single jointed elbows, side to side. Smooth as butter. I'm here for that. Hands removable back, forth, side to side. Head removable back, forth, side to side. Hula hoop up top. Traditional waist as well. Got those big old skeleton splits. All those skeletons just splitting all over the place. Like a young Mary Lou Retton is what it is. Legs go up. Bend at the knee, single jointed knee, no side to side, ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. Usual Mythic articulation here, but a smooth as butter articulation-wise Mythic Legion. Of course, got the hole in the foot. Does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. He does fit. Look at that. He is ready to go. He's ready to take on the world. Is the Undead of Vikenfell a pretty cool one? If you're like me and you love a good skeleton in your collection, it's a good one to get there. Quite the army builder here. I could see this guy, a whole army of undead skeletons in the Viking name. Man, I'd be here for that as well. Just a very, very cool figure. And like I said, jaystoysandgames.com. Right now, you can pick him up. Should still be on the website. 15% off with code Kyle. Got to get a deal out there. But what's your guys' thoughts on this guy? Did you pick this guy up from the retailer exclusive wave? Did you pick any of the other ones up? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel. Check it out for all kinds of bonus stuff and giveaways as well. ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. Check me out on TikTok, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for another Mythic Monday, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.